Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
The two of you had an issue on the football field.
Right. What she did, she whispered in my ear and she says, "That's what you get." Knock it off. You see?
In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. You want him to pay $628.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, knock my socks off. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. The law talks about something may in fact be true, but can they prove it? And that's what's tough.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Nicole Brandt claims her ACL was torn during a powder puff game. Ms. Brandt is suing fellow powder puff player Valerie Cooper in the amount of $5,400. Ms. Cooper claims she retaliated against the plaintiff because she hit her first.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties been sworn, Your Honor.
Third Deputy Thomas. Mrs. Brandt, I know your husband's here next to you, but you're actually suing Ms. Cooper for $5,400. You got injured.
So one of my friends felt like I needed to get out the house a little bit more, so she said, why don't you join the powder puff team?
And out of all the things to get out the house for, you're going to play football with other women.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded fun, and I wanted to get in shape as well, so it helped out.
And then you go out there,
Yeah.
and then you meet this guy.
I did, I have to admit, he was a hottie on the sidelines,
And it went, one thing went to the other, and next thing you know what? Bam, huh?
Yeah.
Remember that, one of those numbers? All right. Ms. Cooper, what's your story in this?
Well, I used to date Morgan.
How long?
A few months.
A few months?
Nothing.
How long ago?
Right before, I guess, he met his wife, so a few years ago.
Okay. And how long have the two of you been married, Mr.
For
Brandt?
3 years.
You've been married 3 years.
Yes, sir.
But there's some conflict between the two of you.
Well, in order to have conflict, there has to be two parties.
All right.
I
What's
don't-
your role in it?
My role is I'm just, I suppose, a bystander of her jealousness. Like she's jealous of, I don't know.
What is she jealous of? What do you have that she would want?
I mean,
Bam! Judge, open your eyes and see what's in front of you. Up in here. Are you jealous of her?
Oh, not at all. I have nothing to be jealous of. At least, I wear my real hair most of the time.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, well, okay. Oh, it's about the hair now.
No, but Your Honor.
I mean, her hair, she's not throwing it, but it looks pretty real to
Well,
me.
today it is.
the plaintiff, I guess she has some issues with her husband, and she posts on Facebook and social media of how, they're so perfect and they're this and they're that.
Wait. Go back.
Yes, sir.
You think that Miss Brandt has issues with Mr. Brandt because on social media she's posting pictures of the two of them?
Oh, I mean, it's like super over the top, as if, she's, I don't know, she comes off a bit insecure to me.
Why are you so concerned about her posts?
Oh, I'm not necessarily concerned about
Why
her
are you looking at them?
If
when
he-
I
if-
hear that,
if I follow
what
him-
that sounds like to me
Yes, sir.
is that you're spending way too much time checking out her posts.
Not at all.
And that's where they get that term acting a little thirsty,
Okay.
right? What we really hear about is that the two of you had an issue on the football field.
Right.
And what was the issue?
This girl come barging at me. This is flag
Because you're
football.
playing a contact sport, right?
Yeah.
Your Honor, Matt,
Yes, Mr. Brandt.
she targeted her.
Explain to me exactly what you saw her do.
So, my wife here, she caught a pass running for a touchdown. Miss Valerie over here was charging at her, really, aggressive, really fast, and just hit her right in the knee, which isn't necessary.
All right.
She didn't go for the flag. It wasn't, she had no thought about it, just hit her right in the knee.
Okay, you're speculating as to whether or not she had a thought on it. All I asked you to do is tell me what you observed. What did you see her do?
Yeah, I saw her in the rear view camera.
You had the
in
football.
My eye. Yes, I had the football. I was running, and Valerie came charging at me, knocked me down. I could not get up. She hit my knee so hard. And then I was screaming to the top of my lungs for my husband, for the ambulance. I was screaming at her, too, because she was doing this. And, Your Honor, if you don't mind, let me just take you back a little bit more.
No, I do mind. Let me go back. You saw her with the ball.
Yes.
What did you do?
I ran toward her because she had the ball. She's all of 3 pounds.
Had you played each other before?
Yes.
You shook your
Were you
head.
not there?
You don't recall
Were you not
playing her
there?
before?
Well-
You know who she is.
You know who I am.
When she changes her wigs, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, wait a minute. Well, we're dealing with her on the football
I
field.
switch it up.
When
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
dealing with
'Cause
her
that's
on the-
known as being
ladies,
spicy.
I'm talking.
Yes, sir.
When we're on the football field, you know who she is because she used to date your husband. You
Yeah.
know who she is.
Coming up on America's Court,
Did she come over and say, "Are you okay"?
By the way, what she did, she whispered
I-
in my ear and she says, "That's what you get."
Knock it off. Good luck. You see?
and later,
I had cancellation of some of my memberships. Some of my other clients were complaining. They were afraid that they were going to be filmed.
And you think that's respectful?
closed captioning provided by. If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Nicole Brandt, who is suing fellow Powder Puff player Valerie Cooper for $5,400.
Did you say you follow him on Facebook or he follows you?
We're friends on Facebook.
Why
Yeah.
are you still friends with her on Facebook?
Yeah, why are you still friends with her on Facebook?
I mean, as I mentioned earlier, we are friends. We were friends prior to
No, I
our
understand that.
relationship.
You've been married for 3 years. Why do you still need to be friends with her on Facebook?
It's not a thing like, you know, where I contact her or hit her up.
So it
or
doesn't
something like
bother
that.
you?
No, it doesn't.
Does it bother you?
Yes, it bothers me. I didn't
Then
know
you
y'all
know
were still
what?
friends.
If it bothers her, it should bother you. As the saying goes, happy wife,
Happy life.
happy life.
Yeah.
And if there's this issue going back and forth between the two of them, that's just a click away.
Well, Your Honor,
She'd understand because
I
she's
think
moved
it's-
on anyway, correct?
Yes, sir.
I believe
Why
this is
haven't you
catty.
just defriended him out of respect for the relationship?
Well, I would have, but this was my friend. So if he has an issue within his marriage, that has nothing to do with me. I'm not malicious. I'm not vindictive. I have my own. I don't want hers.
Prior to this incident, had she done or said anything to you that would lead you to conclude that she was going to somehow try to harm you?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I was a few things. So she commented.
Tell me about one thing that
Okay,
she did.
so one thing, right before we even got onto the football field, I saw her when I got the car, so I decided to stop and talk. So
Why?
I said, hey,
I
because...
mean, you've seen her before.
No, because she's been making excessive comments on my husband's Facebook page, and it's been very outrageous.
Stop. What did I just tell you?
Don't be friends with her on Facebook.
So it made me mad. I mean, just as
Did you
anybody
tell him
else.
that?
Huh?
Did you tell him?
Yeah, well, yeah, I told him, and he told me he was going to unfriend her. That's why I'm wondering why you didn't do that.
Like, we're adults. You know, like, we're adults.
No,
like I said, we
But
were
wait a
friends
minute.
prior.
You initiated contact with her the day this incident occurred?
Yeah.
To say what to her?
I wanted to just be on even ground and squash
What
the
did you
incident.
say to her? What was there to squash?
So I said, Valerie, please respect my marriage. Please stop all communication between you and my husband. Like, it's uncomfortable, it's uncalled for, and
I got it. Did she say that?
Not in those words.
What did she say?
She was a little more aggressive.
What did she say?
She came, I was walking, and she came like out of nowhere and said, oh, let me tell you something. You're going to stop. You're going to stop.
Oh, she was doing the
Yeah,
neck
she
and
was
all
doing
that.
all of this. No, that wasn't who met me before we got on the field. She was giving me the business. Oh, I'm going to tell you, and oh, you're not going to. She pretends to be
And that
this
happened before you talked
before
to
we
her.
got on the field. Absolutely.
Okay.
She told me
And
and,
that
was
left
going
you
to tell
feeling
me.
what?
I was annoyed.
Got it. You have proof of your injuries?
yes, I do.
Let me see that. I got it. Injuries totaling $5,400, or is that something other than medical injuries?
Yeah, that's $5,400. That was after
Oh,
the
you
insurance.
damaged your ACL.
Yes, I did.
You damaged your ACL.
No, you
Wait a minute. Wait a
made me
minute.
damage
Wait a
my
minute.
ACL.
Well, no, Boss Ross will decide
Yes, sir.
how the ACL was injured.
Yes, sir.
You had to have physical therapy. You had to go to the emergency room. Right
Right after that happened.
When she fell, what did you do?
I kept it pushing. It happened so fast. I was running.
She fell.
She fell.
And then what did
and
you
I was
do?
running.
'Cause
And
at
I
that
looked
point,
back.
the play
and,
is over.
Right.
Then what did you do after that?
I turned around and I came back around.
And did what?
Spectated like everybody else.
See there, yeah.
Wait a minute. Did she come over and say, "Are you okay? Do you
No,
need help?"
Your Honor, by the way, what she did, she whispered in my ear and she says, "That's what you get."
Knock it off. You see?
No,
Wait a
she
minute.
said
Wait a
did
minute.
you think she would say something like that?
No, I can't see that just by looking right here. Okay, I got it.
She
I got
lives
it.
in this
I
fairy
got
tale
it.
world.
I got
Oh,
it.
whatever.
I got it.
Fairy tale girl.
She said something to me.
You're
Stop.
not watching my
I'm
mouth.
sorry. You're right. Absolutely. I heard you.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
The question is Ms. Cooper liable for the injuries sustained by an opponent in a combat sport? Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the defendant. I don't have enough that gives me an indication, based on the preponderance of the evidence, that she deliberately caused you harm. I am not completely convinced that she whispered, "That's what you get." What I have is a situation where you're not happy with your husband because of the relationship with her. You initiated contact with her, and then when you were in a physical situation with her, you're concluding that she is salty towards you. But you have been the one seemingly more preoccupied with her. You can't sustain your burden here, ma'am.
But
Your matter's dismissed. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I'm just glad the judge saw right through her craziness. And if all of this craziness was just because me and him were friends on Facebook, then I'm gonna block him too.
I can't believe I'm stuck with this medical bill. First, this girl tries to take my man, and then she blows out my knee, and now it's just not fair.
And coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
Look at this nerd. What is he doing with those push-up answers? He has no clue what he's up to.
And you think that's respectful?
Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Don Butler claims he was kicked out of his gym for filming another member, despite the fact that members often film each other. Mr. Butler is suing Jack Lefferts in the amount of $1,080. Mr. Lefferts claims Mr. Butler's video promotes bullying and an unsupportive workout atmosphere.
You lost your gym membership and you want your money back.
Good day, Your Honor. Yes, we're talking about $1,080. I was a member of Mr. Leverett gym.
Right.
Made a video of another gym member who was just doing a wrong form and pose, posted it online, and Mr. Leverett decided to cancel my gym membership and take my money I paid up front.
All right. Now, Mr. Lefferts, why would you prepay as opposed to paying weekly or monthly?
What we do is we offer two things. You can pay half or a full year. And Mr. Butler decided to pay full year, which is a savings. I can't give you the approximate, around $500, I believe, if it's calculated out.
You save $500 if you pay in a year in advance.
A year in advance, and he chose to take advantage of that.
And is there some sort of contract that specifies the terms and conditions of that payment?
Yes, there is.
Did you see that contract and sign it,
I
sir?
have seen a contract, but there are no specifics about the amount saving.
Do you have a copy of what you signed?
He has the copy. I only have a copy
All
of my
right. You have the
policies.
copy with you right now?
Yes, I do.
All right, so they've already exchanged evidence, and you've already seen. You know what it is.
Yes.
All right. You signed it.
Yes, sir.
All right. And the contract, and it says here, if the user neglects to follow the terms above in a repeated fashion, this can result in termination of the user's membership without reimbursement
Yes, sir.
for that period or year's payment. Did you know this person? Was he a friend?
No, never seen him there. I was just making a video for his form and pose, posted online because other people can see too, like, oh, well, this person is definitely not doing the exercise correctly. He can improve it, or he can work on his posture.
Did you ask the person, hey, is it okay if I film you because I do this and upload videos of people?
No, I did not ask the person specifically about it, but there
Someone's in the gym minding their own business, and you're just videotaping them, and then you're posting online what they're doing and then commenting about what they're doing?
Well, I didn't comment anything. I just posted a video online stating something about the posture. There was no
You said I
facial
didn't
recognition
comment,
of it.
but I stated. What's the difference between commenting and stating?
Coming up on America's Court.
I'm thinking if you got a problem with the person's form, hey man, no disrespect, but can I show you maybe how to do this the right way?
We're not allowed according to the policy rules of the gym.
Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Don Butler, who is suing Jack Lefferts for breach of contract.
If you're commenting and critiquing them and saying they're not doing something right, that's not affirming. It's not uplifting. It's not like the person would go, gee, thanks. If anything, I'm thinking, if you got a problem with the person's form, hey man, no disrespect, but can I show you maybe how to do this the right way?
We're not allowed according to the policy rules of the gym.
You're not allowed to go have a conversation with someone about going to them?
No, it states specifically in the gym rules and regulations.
I thought you didn't have the rules and regulations.
No, I do have them. I just don't have the contract.
All right, well show me that. Well, isn't that a part of the contract, the rules and regulations?
Yes.
Are they not allowed to comment to other people directly?
No, we have to go specifically to a personal trainer.
Now, this is laughable. This is what you gave me. The very first item, Deputy Thomas. Right?
I can only imagine.
Respect the other members at all times. That's the first thing on here. You think that's respectful, taping someone, and they're just in there minding their own business? Just getting in to work out? Completely oblivious to you taping them? And you think that's respectful? I mean, so you violated that condition. Respect the gym equipment, okay. Don't drop the weights, okay. No lewd or sexual remarks, fine. If you see someone exercising in a way that may be harmful, tell one of the employees. Got it. Take care of your body, pay, return the equipment. Now, you said you were going to bring the video to court. Did you do that?
Defendant brought the video to court, but
you brought the video?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look.
Look at this nerd. What is he doing with those push-up answers? He has no clue what he's up to.
That's it? Or is there more?
That's all that I was able to attain, Your Honor.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
How did this come to your attention?
Actually, I'm not that familiar with social media, and then one of my managers came to me and they said it got 1,000 hits, and then I saw it and I was appalled. And then some of the evidence I gave you, I had cancellation of some of my memberships. Some of my other clients were complaining. They were afraid that they were going to be filmed. And
is this one of the comments after seeing the recent video at Two Diamonds Gym and confirmed my suspicions that this gym is becoming too much about showing off and putting down others, and not enough about an encouraging and healthy environment? I'll consider coming back, but I'm going to go to another gym until this culture and those specifically involved are no longer members of the Two Diamond Gym.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Okay, I get it. So you want your money back? I get it.
Yes, sir.
Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, that's not going to happen. Not up in here. Not today. Doesn't feel good, does it?
It does not.
Good. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I'm pleased with the judge's decision. It shows that he knows how important respect is. And in turn, I can keep my gym a healthy environment.
I guess the video was more disrespectful than I thought. I won't be making any videos at the gym anymore in the future.
Follow America's Court on Facebook and Twitter. This has been a production of Entertainment Studios.